Man, yo, what's good, man? It's OG Drip, man. This channel where we talk about the spiritual truth and how to utilize energy on a day-to-day basis, man. Listen, my voice out, but we ain't gonna let it stop the grind, because y'all already know it's always something where, I get cased up and just can't do these damn videos. Not only that, man, it's hot as I don't know what out here in Florida, man. Y'all see the beautiful sun. But anyways, man, let's get into it, man. Talk about relationships part 2. So now this includes family curses and things like that. Now, some people might be like, what is a family curse? I'm pretty sure my family ain't cursed me. And nah, listen, we all done got hit with it, bro. And it exists on a lot of different levels. You got like some trickery play out behind it, right? Where you don't really realize what's going on. It's like a person during you know how they say about stereotypes, like they show you something over and over, and then it's like you end up walking into it or end up doing it or whatever. All right, or that's the way that it seems to be. It's the same thing like that, but it get a little deeper when you got family members and things. Like I just told y'all earlier about the generational curses. Go check that out, because you got family members who are based off their generation and based off the way that they was raised or what they went through when they witnessed, that they'll try to tell you that this is what you're going to experience. So this is what you're going to go through. So we got stuff like that, right? Where you looking like, damn, I got people that tell me, be careful when your man do this. And I say, they're going to do something like this. And it already create narratives. Now, one thing you got to learn about coming in these relationships, before you get in a relationship, which take 2, go build yourself. Build yourself first, because you being independent and knowing who you are is going to make you be in a relationship where y'all can be able to take each other gifts and not look at it as in like, oh, you just using me, or you just need a leg or a crutch to lean on. You know what I'm saying? Because, a lot of the families hit you with that, even when some people don't have a way that they can make finance, but they know how to keep up the kids, they know how to wash the dishes and keep the house clean, they know how to do everything else in the area, but like come up with a way of making money. And sometimes that ain't all it is. But you got family members that born a certain way and was raised a certain way, and they mama raised them to do this, so they feel like this is what's supposed to be done, right? Like, boom. You got a lot of family members from back in the days believing family should always stay together. But yet, you should always forgive family. Yet, you got this generation, these new generations, new times, where family members doing weird stuff to other family members that don't supposed to even be done to family members from the beginning, if that's the case. So that even got watered down. You feel me? But when it comes down to, sometimes your people may try to seem like they're trying to look out for you. They may be actually walking you into a brick that they built. Because remember, when they start putting thought to it, and you start putting feeling and emotion to it, you already created a ghost, or you already created some shape of thing that can make a blockage throughout your relationship. Even little words, like spell little words, like fall in love and stuff like that. Like falling is something you do not want. So it's even things like that play a role in your relationship, where like if you was how counselors ask people, if it was a couple words, what would you say about explain y'all relationship in a couple words? Those couple words could be any like type of thing, but this is just to show you what be created from point to another. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say if you independent and know who you are, you'll be like, damn, I do be doing that. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be knowing of who you is going to come with acceptance, because you're going to have to accept who you is and why you accepted yourself, which I'm going to make a whole video on that too, because that's very important. Because these people that's talking about we cursed on this earth or whatever, that's messed up to even think like that. But anyways, not to get stuck on that, to talking about these family curses is, just say for example, you got an uncle and your girl always with her homegirls or whatever, right? You're a dude. Your girl always with or your partner, right, over, always with their friends or whatever, hanging out, just having a good time. Where they could be over there actually just having a good time, but by your uncle or whoever the person you talking to that's an elder have experienced that, they could tell you that this is what you about to walk into. You know what I'm saying? And you like, oh, damn. And then you start looking at it, right? So this is where the thoughts and the feelings, and you start giving birth to stuff that you shouldn't have, right? Because now you done added Adam and Eve to it. You like, oh, damn, I thought that could be going on. Oh, man, if she doing that, boy, I'm going to be pissed. Or if he doing that, boy, I'm going to be pissed. So now, you're mad. You know what I'm saying? You're building up anger. You're even building up sadness. One of the two. But it's some type of emotion, right? Where it's some type of chemical imbalance going on. You feel me? And you're like, God damn, hold on. And then now, you come to this person, and it may look like this person actually doing it. And it could fall out 2 ways. Person could be doing it, and you know what I'm saying, you could be actually right, but sometimes you don't walk yourself into a pole where you're going to make it right anyways, because you already got the narrative in your head. You feel what I'm saying? So if you was to walk into the situation where you're able to see what actually going on, you will see that just from their one experience that they had in their life, where they got cheated on. Now they feel like every time that happens, somebody about to get cheated on. Now they ain't even trying to talk it in your life. And you'll start seeing like, damn, these family curses. Some of them actually pop up and happen, y'all. And y'all don't realize like thoughts, emotions actually is real. They try to tell you that in the very beginning of the Bible. It was like, yo, wait. Y'all need to know the spirit create the mind, then the mind create some other stuff, and boy, the mind get tricky though. It get tricky through the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension. You know what I'm saying? Where you can have it right, and just fall crazy. You know what I'm saying? Relationships like that, where at the end of the day, even the word relationship let you know that that's bad, because ship is always sailing. But at the same time, if y'all sailing together at a smooth pace and able to go over some of those ocean thighs and stuff like that, that just means y'all gonna have ups and downs in y'all relationship. That don't mean force every relationship with ups and downs. So sometimes you need to balance the ups and downs. See how much up you went before you fell down that damn hard. Because then you can see if you don't actually fell in love instead of wanting to be uplifted with love. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a big difference, man. Because you got lust out here too. And it's like something that's where you place yourself around traits. I'm not traits, but things around, like physical things around this person, where therefore they could probably lose it. You know what I'm saying? If you like this dude because he worked hard and all this, you got to look at it like one day you need to also like him if he can't work no more, if you get hurt or anything like that. But that's just to show you on a deeper level of these relationships nowadays. Now, I'm not going to sit here and sit to y'all and tell y'all that I don't have problems with my relationship too. You know what I'm saying? But it's a very minor. It's not like these big problems. You know what I'm saying? It's like a small thing to a giant. But at first, you have to get to the level of becoming a giant. So this is why I like to tell people, get independent with themselves. Learn who they is. So then when you go through arguments or go through these things with your partner, even if you don't want to admit, then you'll start seeing where you could have did something different, or you could have went this way, or it could have been taken that way. Necessarily no wrong or right about it, but just seeing a different way of how somebody could put it, and seeing, can you put up with that baggage? Can you put up with that luggage? You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So when it comes down to that, that's the same thing as looking at ships in any type of way. You know, they look at an aircraft as a ship. So if you want to look at it like that, if y'all two on the same page, you floating in the air, you feel me? You're on clouds. You know how they say you're on cloud nine. As soon as you fall, feel like you hit earth and you fell down. Like a lot of these terms and stuff that people use actually come from this stuff. And you'll be wondering, like, why do this go with that? That's why. So back to the family curses and stuff, you need to understand how powerful the tongue is. Because people curate ghosts on themselves and get covered in blood, which is how we're going to be talking about more of that type of stuff too. Because we don't want you guys doing rituals where end up limboing, which is basically where everything shoot back at you, what you tried to put out. You're like, ooh, I want to make him fall in love. Now you done made him fall in love, and this ain't even what you want. Motherfuckers trying to run you over, trying to kill you every day. They actually everything you did not want. And now you done try to force the attachment through using spirits and stuff to make them help you get through the point of getting that person to you any way it happens. So, you know, mysterious ways. So, that's some of y'all be actually forcing it. You do your little satanic ritual. Ain't nothing wrong with that stuff if you know what you're doing. But at the same time, that type of stuff, y'all got to be careful with. Because it's a love and hate situation. So you can love something or you can hate it in a way. And hate is a strong word. Love is too. So if we sitting there going to say, you love something and you love this person, be sure what you love. Because if you're going to do a love spell on them and attach them to you, now you got, how you said on that Friday, a fate attraction, Willie. You feel me? So at the end of the day, man, I know my voice is probably aggravating somebody, but y'all get through that, man. Sometimes it be a little stuff in the way to try to distract you, not to let the messages fully get out. Sometimes it's personal demons. Sometimes it's just little GMO demons. Sometimes it's little radiation demons. They come by and they all be like, hey, think about this. Hey, take this wrong way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said when you come in here, have tough skin, either no skin. Because I want you to come in here as a spiritual. So these are the spiritual videos, so we can help understand. Understanding this too, like I said, Libra constellation is about relationships. All of that, you can name it whatever you want it to. You ain't got to name Libra and all that. They're just showing you where the ground words so we'll be able to relate to one another. So when they talk about energy and things like that, y'all don't realize how energy works. And what they say, energy can't be destroyed. So if you don't see that energy working in your favor, it might be working against you. And sometimes you can't see things. But just what I'm saying is from a perspective of what's actually going on. So at the end of the day, you may be sitting there talking to this same family member, and you're like, damn, nah, man, this family member told me about that last relationship. Man, I was going through some bull junk, and she was right about it. Yes, you're going to be right if you keep talking it into existence. And damn near, y'all both damn near manifested it. You got your Adam and Eve. She got her Adam and Eve. Y'all both using y'all masculine and feminine energy, putting it together, doing all this type of stuff, trying to play it out of your mind. Nigga be over there with his cousin. You don't play it out there. He was cheating with a girl. Yeah, but that girl, it ain't look like that. It looked like that to you because you already had that in your mind. Or it could have looked crazy, but by you having that in your mind, you went ahead and drew the conclusion or whatever. Or sometimes it can actually happen because, hey, you brung it down in the earth. And that ain't saying like, oh, make an excuse for people that do that, because some people know what they're doing. But it's the point of you getting spiritual, breaking away from all those curses, so you can be able to see things from yourself, from your own perspective, bro. Let me get some water real quick, because it get messed up out here. Boy, this Florida weather, boy. I can't even woo right, man. I sound like a little squeaker. But anyways, there's just some stuff that people will realize in their life, and it would only benefit all of us, right? So like when everybody take spiritual stances, it'd be more like people is giving out blessings for their rituals. Like, so people know what they asking for. So it say, be careful what you ask God for. You feel what I'm saying? You'll know what to ask God for because you know how to speak in the language of angels and demons. So you can know when you're talking that you're walking into something, or you're using certain energy that's tied down to things because it's been used so much and used like rituals, it's used against you. And that's where these family curses come from. Because it'd be like families doing a certain thing every time something get done. They always get the same, even if it's just voice and opinion, even if it's a certain action. It's all showing you the masculine energy they do. Then they put out an emotion behind it. Then they give you a feeling and emotion, and you start giving up birth to things that you shouldn't give birth to in the first place. Start bringing crazy things to your life. And that would have never came up, actually, if you had a calm mind. And you know what's crazy? It used to be crazy, like, right, I used to listen to Plies. I'm from Florida, you feel me? So when I listen to Plies, they used to say, being rich ain't exactly what it seems, right? But being broke is exactly what it seems, right? So in that way, I was like, yo, to me, that's like that mind thing. Like, yo, your mind being foggy and clogged up, trust me, you should be seeing foggy and clogged upness. But by your life being clean, aka rich, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? You period your own life, bro. We ain't talking about what somebody else is gonna tell you. Because there's gonna be people that tell you stuff about yourself that you already know, and they're gonna try to use it against you by them learning stuff too. So everybody ain't meant to be spiritual too. And that's a whole other video, but it's just to get the grasp of what's going on with these relationships, man. Because it's sad. We got self-curses, self-bombs, you know what I'm saying, going in limbo mode, trying to do these curses, and they backfiring on you. You don't fell in love with someone that you did not like at all because they already fooled you by their persona and things like that. And that's why I like to tell people too, come as you are. Come as you are. Don't get mad if you came over there and you made it seem like you had a lot of money and you got the girl and now the girl don't want you because you find out you broke, or vice versa. Don't be out there mad now because you done had all them lashes and stuff to fool the man before showing him who you really is, and now when you showed him, you done ran off. But anyways, man, that's a small level thing, but it could be used in different levels. And I see some people get carried away with it because you got to remember, at the end of the day, it is kind of easy to get trapped into things. So you got to stay out of it at all the time. So use your outer G, use the power of God, and don't use the power of the end, of being inside this thing of like letting all this stuff come to you. You feel me? Just look at it from outside looking in, how they say. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need to be outside the box and be like, damn, that box is going crazy up in there. Like, oh, wait, I don't know if I want to step in there yet. You feel me? Or I don't know if I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that's the perspective I wanted to, the perspective I wanted to give y'all so you can see from a way of looking at things. Sometimes you got to take yourself completely out of it. Because a lot of times when you get in arguments with your partner and shit, you don't know how to get out of yourself. And sometimes the conversation could be only about yourself. But you got to know how to show them, and some people can see it, some people can't. Show them both sides of what's actually going on, to show them which one seems like it got more balance to, and things like that. But in order to do that, you got to all have yourself together. So you can just know that at the end of the day, by being spiritual, that ain't necessarily wrong way of someone doing it, unless they just doing it like, you know what I'm saying, on purpose of doing everything in reverse. Because, you know, you got charkers, right, where you could be doing the bad side of your charker and the good side. So not to confuse people, hopefully y'all got to this part. The good side of your charker would be like using, you know what I'm saying, this side, right? And by you using the bad side, and you can't say, oh, person This person took it wrong. No, you're using the bad side of your chakra. So, AKA, back to the point A. Take 2 ones to make a 2. So y'all two get it together, become a whole 1. Don't bring no 1 with a half, 1 with a 0.25 out there, half a gram or whatever. So none of that, man. You feel me? So make sure you got your shit together before you get in these relationships, y'all. And that's just for your own safety. From my own spiritual soul group, that's the best way I can say it. Because I know you guys, as being spiritual, can already know not to get too personal with these things and how to read the skies. And to know sometimes the sky be trying to mess with you too. Like, God be like, yo, this is what's about to go on in heaven. But if you don't know that, therefore you're a fool. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be used against it. And you might walk into some stuff. Like, if I'm telling you, like, you know, don't be aggressive at these times. AKA, God say do not be aggressive at these times. Which is why some people think the Bible is contradictive. And if they don't think it's contradictive with reading it the way they read it, something is literally wrong with their brain. And that means that's that narrative thing of where that Christian junk affected us all, of where we're going to force a way of thinking to force it correct. Like, and it's literally just not correct. Like, there's no truth in it. It's like, it don't make no sense. Like, if you could have drawn out what it was in this sense, yeah. But yeah, this is when spirituality at the same time can show through physicality without actually being physical. But they get lost behind that and try to actually make stairs in heaven and all this and that there and make it like you got to get married just to go to heaven. But they don't understand that is a relationship of your masculine, your feminine energy becoming balanced with each other, becoming harmonious, so you can know how to judge. And like, you know what I'm saying? So when you're doing things, it's not actually judgment. Like if a motherfucker over there stink, that motherfucker actually over there stink to you. God damn it. You feel me? And that's just what it is, man. But anyways, man, I'm out. Hopefully y'all enjoy the energy. I still try to give you the energy, even though my voice ain't there, man. And we're going to keep these videos going, because I see. They want to try to slow me down, but we back out here, man. OG Drip.